there is no once upon a time. Heaven letter number 5131. December 12, 2014. You hunger for many things. You hunger for the past, and you hunger for the future. Yet, it is only the present that you can imbibe. The present isn't to skip over or to just get through. Immerse in the present as you would immerse yourself in the ocean, and you will desire yet not hunger, and your way will be lighted. You will be in sync with the present, in tandem with it. You and the present will be of one accord. Lot's wife turned to salt because she looked back. There is a lot to be said about keeping up with infinity, beloveds, and infinity is right now. When you are truly in the present moment, you are walking in infinity. The present is infinity. You evolve in infinity. Your nature is to be infinite. There are no labels in infinity. There are no stops or pauses. This one moment is infinite. Time, the illusion, may march on, yet the vastness of infinity is more like waves. There is no explaining infinity really, in the same way, who can describe the flavor of chocolate? It has to be tasted. Now, as you are in infinity, you measure it. That's just it. Infinity cannot be broken in pieces. That means infinity can't be measured. Measuring is like cutting infinity up, putting nicks in a piece of wood and naming it a ruler. Time rules the world all right. Infinite oneness does not allow for time, only allows infinite infinity. Oneness is what you experience with good friends that you really relax with and have a good time and forget your sense of time. Well, infinity is like isness, like pure being, hard to explain as I said. When you let go of time, there is a slight awareness of infinity. A slight awareness grows to a greater awareness. Life, your name is infinity even as my children play in time and have to stop for supper and go home because it is supper time. There is no getting off the wheel of time when you have a watch. When there is time for this and time for that, something becomes imminent. There is no imminent in infinity. There is no later either. Rather, in infinity, you are soaking in oneness. You do not run out of time in infinity, you are out of the realm of time and are in timelessness. This is the true state you exist in. You lead a double life. In infinity, you meet yourself. You don't meet your little self coming and going. There is no rushing in infinity. Where time doesn't exist, there is no rushing. There is nothing to keep up with. There are no schedules. There is no before or after. There is no now and then. There are no tick-tocks. There are no farewells, nor are there highs in infinity. There is being. In infinity, there is no once upon a time. You are in infinity right this moment, and you know it not. You are eternal, and you don't quite fathom it. You can't forget anything in eternity, nor do you spend time remembering either. In the pure state of infinity, it is like you have passed over to another country. You passed a border. Only you don't need a visa or a passport. Nothing had to be stamped. You just have to be here in infinity with your whole heart and soul. You are out of this world. It's a very different country. It almost seems to be in pantomime, and time has stopped, while infinity doesn't stop nor does it really move. It is vast. It's perplexing, isn't it? Infinity and time. Timelessness and nothing but time. In infinity, you don't take your time. You don't make up time. You don't gain or lose a minute. You are poised in infinity right now. You live in infinity, and just haven't caught on yet, so entranced are you in time. Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. heavenletters.org